There's a chill in the air, so that could only mean one thing. The optional Halloween update. It is coming, so stay tuned to see what's going to be in store. What's going on, guys? It's LadyB. Welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're going to talk over what's going to come along with the Halloween optional update. And this is certainly my favorite time of year. Little bit of spookiness in the air, a little bit of chill, and lots of pumpkins galore. But we are going to get some nice spooky treats along in the mix with this update. And not only treats, but some challenges. And these are not for the faint of heart, because I will tell you, they are very, very difficult this time around. Probably the hardest ones yet. But I will guide you through it from the way that I was able to take down the base. But we'll go into that in just a moment. Let's take a look and see what we have going on with the new Halloween scenery. So we have this pumpkin graveyard scenery, and this actually comes from the winning submission through the Supercell Make project, where people can submit their different designs, and this one is the winning one, courtesy of Naji Kadalai. And I probably messed that up. I'm really, really sorry if I did, but I absolutely love this layout. This is probably going to be my favorite one to use now. I think I've kept it on winter mode probably for the last year or so. It's definitely not winter time, and it's still snowing in my village, but this might be my go-to. I might never change it ever again. I'm absolutely in love with it, with the spooky vibes going on, the creepy little castles and notches all around this base, and even a ghost ship. I mean, who doesn't want to have this? This is absolutely incredible. So let's actually take a look at what else we have in store, because we've got a little spooky return again coming to the mix, and that would be the return of the Royal Ghost. Now, I don't know how many of you remember the Royal Ghost. We've seen him come in from time to time, and he's almost like that original Super Troop. He has his own really awesome ability where he's invisible for 12 seconds, a whole 12 seconds of action he can start working through. And I think this is going to be a huge go-to for many people, considering it's only 8 housing space. You can do a lot of work with this guy, and I'm not just talking about funneling. I think you can sneak in heroes and then just bring this troop in to do some flank work, the way we see a lot of the hero dives coming in, working all together in Town Hall 14 with queens and wardens and kings and real champions. You can cut them all through and then use the spooky troop for just some outside cleanup working along with them, kind of like we would see with the rocket loons. So really cool to see the Royal Ghost back, but I would say don't get too reliant upon this troop, because of course it is a seasonal troop and it will go away after the Halloween update is done. But we still have more to come with this update. And really excited to see that we're going to have some awesome challenges. And one of the first challenges is using that Royal Ghost. So we have the Royal Smash Challenge, and you just need to use the Royal Ghost in order to earn a book of spells. So great way to just get some practice with it, have some fun with it, and get a nice reward. But that's not the only reward that we have in store. We, of course, have our Graveyard Pumpkin Challenge. And this is the one that I told you, it's going to be probably one of the hardest ones that we have had so far. And I want to know, before we go into it, before I show you what I'm doing here, I want you, after the update drops, the optional update, and you go through your text, I want you to tell me how hard this challenge was for you, because this took me about 1 billion tries and I kept hitting around 94, 90%, but I just struggled to try and finish it. So it really does take a lot of coordination, at least the approach that I come in from, in order to get everything working together and get the full value. But we can take a look, discuss it over, and let me know if it works for you or if you found some other ways to go about it. So the most reliable way that I actually found out going about this that seemed to be most consistent was starting off kind of separating the heroes slightly with working the queen, the king, the warden together on one side and keeping the royal champ reserve to another. And the best case scenario I got out of this was a little distraction from the start here for those mortars, getting the queen to kick it off, bringing in the king and the warden. The warden has a yak, so he can quickly open up those walls and actually reserve the Valks for a specific purpose with the royal champion later in the raid. And then, of course, we've got the jack-o'-lantern barbarians within this one that were able to just kind of overwhelm and take on, but using the warden ability to give them as much life as possible. And then trying to reserve that king ability as long as we possibly can, again, because you get a little regenerative health off of the king. So we're able then to power along a little bit deeper inside the base. And we've got a lot of Teslas surrounding this entire rounded corner. So we need some power left over from him. And, you know, we do, of course, have the yak that works along with the warden. So that yak can provide some great tank and power for the queen. But ideally, we want to reserve her ability as long as possible because we do need to make our way all the way to around to the town hall. So this is the position that I've found that works most consistently coming in with. And then sending in the royal champion from the bottom side of the base over by the X-bow. She has the unicorn to keep her going. The only problem is, and I'm sure you suspected, we've got a lot of skeletons and traps cropping up in the center of the base. And that is exactly why we want to hold off on those Valks, because we want them to help move this along. And you want to hold on to that Seeking Shield as long as you possibly can so we can get that launch off for the northern side of the base where we actually have Teslas surrounding by the multi-targeting Inferno. And we've got some Royal Ghosts there too. So this makes it a bit problematic. And this is where you need everything working together. You have to time it right. And look at this. It's like I just narrowly get down with those Valks to finally take down that multi-targeting Inferno. And I did have another variation, pretty much exactly the same way, just a little bit different result with the Electro Owl finishing it off. But that's why this is so super tricky, because you can keep trying to put perfect placement, keep everything working along, and it may just veer off course, and you're really relying so much on having all of those components working together, particularly to help out that royal champion on the final push in the back end. But that's the way I was able to get the 3-star. I'm curious to know how you guys will do with this challenge, so make sure to post it not only in my comments, but I'd love to see you guys over to my Discord server where you can actually post some replays from your videos. Just record it, pop it on my Discord server so we can take a look and see what some of your best runs are. You can even screenshot it. But if you head over to my Discord server, you'll also get some free bases courtesy of Blueprint Base Building. We have monthly drops, and for my subs over on Twitch, they actually get free VIP weekly bases. But let's talk a little bit more, because that is not all that we have for the update. Now, when you complete that challenge, when you get the 3 stars, you will get a shovel of obstacles, and that's actually going to allow you, for all you collectors out there, to pick up and put over to the outskirts our new Halloween obstacle. We've got the Friendly Flower, which is not really so friendly when you get a little bit closer to it. When you click on it, you reveal this, I don't know if he's a fire-eating, barbarian chomping, swamp kind of monster, but I wouldn't go too near it. He looks very cute until you touch that button and then you see what comes out. But really awesome collection for all of you collectors out there, and I know that I'm going to try and keep that over on the outskirts of my base, especially with the new pumpkin graveyard village that we have for this scenery. But that about wraps it up for our optional Halloween update. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I can't wait to see how you do on the challenges. And again, don't forget to head over to my Discord server and feel free to post your best runs over in there. And of course, get some free bases courtesy of Blueprint Base Building. Get an edge up, take a look, see what they're doing, and get a free taste into what they have to offer, because they certainly do have some of the best base builders around. But that's it for now. Until next time, this is LadyB. I'll catch you guys later.